Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And so, this is the final match with the Link Hawkins deck. I do appreciate Link Hawkins. He sent me a fantastic Toxicroak EX deck. Sadly, it just has not been functioning for me in the way that I want, and I'm pretty sure he wants. It's just been an odd sort of draw. Getting stuck with Toxicroak in hand with a professor's research that we really need to play, but we can't play because we don't have backup attackers or Pokemon recovery, sadly. So, yeah, hopefully this match goes well. This is our final match with the deck. I do appreciate Link Hawkins for sending me this list. It is offering me time to prepare for Portland Regionals, and I do appreciate that. And as a reminder to everyone else, you can always submit a deck list on the Discord channel, and I may or may not play it. You know, sometimes I just need a easy week. You know, work can be stressful, and having an easier week can be very useful. So we do have Croagunk right away, which is awesome. We've got Darkness Energy, we got Toxicroak, Nest Ball. We are looking pretty good. We even got an Ultra Ball. Right now, my biggest concern is we don't have anything to draw with, but we'll have 2 turns of this hand, and, you know, yeah, we're going first. So, Nest Ball for a Ralts, and Darkness Energy onto the Croagunk. And that's it. So we'll end our turn. We can Ultra Ball next turn for a Kirlia. We do have an Arven. I'm wondering, it will probably be useful to play the Arven. We can grab a Nest Ball and an EXP share, and I can Kirlia away the EXP share in order to draw some more cards, and the Nest Ball can get us another basic, which could be useful. So I've never seen this deck before. Squawkabilly is a card that I am excited for, but I've never seen it being used before. So it'll be interesting to see what we can pull off here and what our opponent's deck can do. So we will discard those 2 cards with Ultra Ball, and I think I will grab... No, I was going to grab a Kirlia. That's right. Kirlia. There we go. Whew. Almost made a giant mistake. And then we will play Arven. Arven will grab us a Nest Ball and a EXP share. Now, the EXP share I don't think we need. First, I'm going to Nest Ball, because that removes 1 card from the deck. There we go. And then we will Kirlia. And hopefully we can draw like a double colorless or something like that. Nope, we get a Nest Ball and an Ultra Ball. I am going to play down the Nest Ball, and we are going to grab another Ralts here. And then we will nasty plot and grab a double turbo, and I think a Professor's Research, honestly. So let's grab that Professor's Research and the double turbo. And then next turn we will be attacking with Toxicroak, and that feels pretty good to me. They still have Squawkabilly in the active. They could go for the Indeedee and start evolving up their Magmamite, but Magmaton and Magma Zone, I'm wondering what those cards do. I think the Magma Zone has an ability that can accelerate energy. Is it on evolution, or is it just flat out can do that? That's the question that I have. But this might be some unique Dialga VStar, or origin form Dialga VStar. It's a long name. Deck to accelerate a bunch of energy onto Dialga VStar and take that extra turn sort of business. If that is the case, I will be slightly concerned. They are playing Ultra Ball, probably for the Dialga V, right? Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? Magma Zone. Okay, interesting. Indeedee lets them evolve from the deck, not their hand. So that's an interesting choice to go that, because they can't evolve into it this turn. If I had a Judge, that would be slightly disruptive to him. But they are going to retreat the Squawkabilly into the Indeedee, and that's going to allow them to evolve up this one of these Magmatons into Magma Zone, and that's going to, yeah, so once per turn, look at the top 6 cards of the deck and attach a Metal Energy. Okay. So, let's see. I do want to use the Kirlia before the Professor's Research, so I will do that. It's a little risky, but I live on the edge. There's a double turbo, there's a darkness energy. We can discard both those with Ultra Ball here. And we will grab a Kirlia, I believe. I believe that's the best choice, honestly. So we'll play down the Kirlia, play down the Gardevoir, then we will Professor's Research, draw a bunch, we get some energy, we get a Nest Ball. This Nest Ball would be great for Hisuian Sneasler, I think. Then we can Gardevoir. Gardevoir will get us 2 cards, a Toxicroak and a Kirlia, not bad. Then we can Kirlia away a Darkness Energy. I'm really looking for a Dark Patch. That's what I'm hoping for right now. We don't get it, but we do get Ultra Ball. And if we are relying on Dark Patch, which we have 3 more of, we could discard 2 Darkness Energy and grab another Ralts. I'm going to do that. It's going to be a little risky. You know what? No, I'm going to discard the Rare Candy. We have the Kirlia in hand, so we don't really need the Rare Candy. So it's just going to be Ralts down on the bench. We got the Kirlia for next turn, and we can Toxic Ripper, KOing the Indeedee and forcing our opponent to do stuff. They do have the Magnezone. Maybe this is just a straight Magnezone deck. That would be interesting. We off the prizes, we get Gardevoir. That's pretty good. Doing 120 is not exactly great for Magnezone. So they probably are really hoping for a Dialga V. There it is, Origin Form Dialga V. Interesting. Oh, they get 2 of them. So depending on how much energy they get, we could be in some serious trouble here. I do question, do we try to go for a Professor's or a Boss's Orders instead of Professor's Research? We probably don't even want to play the Professor's Research because we've already discarded so much double turbo. We've already discarded 1. We've got 1 in the field. If we play that one, we only have 1 left for the last Toxicroak. So we might just Gardevoir and Kirlia out of this hand, hopefully. And if we can get a Boss's Orders, we can try to target down one of these Origin Form Dialgas. Sadly, though, I don't think we can KO them. No, we can't. The 100 plus the 80 will not KO them. If they don't evolve and it goes into our turn, then they will be KO'd. But that seems so unlikely. Yeah, we would go for that one with the 3 energy, but it just seems so unlikely. But for them to do 250 damage, I think their V-Star power that lets them take an extra turn does 200. I could be wrong about that number, which does concern me. But anyways, let's see. They do have 3 metal energy in the discard. They might retreat and use the metal coating here. It would have been interesting if they put 4 energy on 1 Dialga, and then they would have been able to do the Temporal Rapture attack. So we will not be bossing anymore because this one has the more energy, and that's the one that we need to get rid of. So we will Kirlia, though, and I will discard the Professor's Research because we have too much in hand to warrant discarding. You know what I mean? So we will Dark Patch onto the Toxicroak. Beautiful. We will get this Toxicroak up and going right away. Gardevoir. We will Shining Arcana this Gardevoir. We get Toxicroak. Shining Arcana this Gardevoir. We get Rare Candy, which we don't need. Refinement. Discard the Rare Candy. We get Judge. Do I want to play Judge? That's a tough question. I'm going to say no, and I might regret it. But we'll have to just wait and see, honestly. Not exciting right now, but hopefully it's good enough. Right? Right. All right. So they need to evolve this turn. They can do 180 to the... Yep, there they go. They are evolving. They evolve the bench, so they're going to retreat into this one. Now they do... Yeah, it does 220, so it doesn't one-hit KO us. But Metal Blast can do a lot of damage pretty quickly. Let's see. They need to get up to... They need 6 energy. Okay, so they need 6 energy on there for Metal Blast to get the one-hit KO. So most likely, they're just going to retreat, and they're going to Star Kronos, and then 2-hit KO the Toxicroak. I imagine, at least. No, they get the 6 energy. They'll probably just want to one-shot it then. I think that makes the most amount of sense, honestly. Just one-shot the Toxicroak. You don't need a second turn to two-shot the Toxicroak. Just one-shot it, you know? We cannot one-shot the Dialga back. We just can't. Best thing we can hope for is two-shotting it, honestly. Okay, so they are using their V-Star power. I find that interesting. Maybe they have a boss and they're going to boss up the benched one, and then they'll just have a damaged Toxicroak to deal with. That makes sense, but, you know, it relies on them having boss in hand. And if they do, I really should have judged, and I didn't. What are they waiting for? Oh, they're judging us. That's interesting. With how much consistency we have on the field, judging us sounds odd. But it's what they did, so we will just see what happens. We need to get our Croagunk out so we can have our attackers. That is pretty important for us. All right. So Croagunk will go out, or Toxicroak. Sorry, I keep getting those two confused for some reason. We get a Rare Candy, a pointless Rare Candy, so I can refinement that. 1, 2. That's all pretty pointless. Shining Arcana. I'll attach to the Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. This is not looking good. We might have to judge ourselves. Oh, there it is. Thank goodness. Dark Patch onto that Croagunk. A Darkness Energy. An EXP share. And Toxic Ripper. Oh boy, this is not good. I feel so bad. I had Link Hawkins send me this deck, and I am just not performing well enough with this deck, in my opinion. I am struggling so much with this deck. I feel bad. I feel like I, am almost like running his name through the mud or something. Like, no, Link Hawkins is a very good deck builder. He built this thing. Like, I really like it. I think there's just a couple of weaknesses in it for my playstyle. And I need to clarify that. For my playstyle. It might not be terrible for someone else's playstyle. And I just said terrible. I didn't mean terrible. Jeez. Alright, so let's see. What can we do here? They've got 100 HP. They're going to be KO'd. I feel like I can just put up a Hisuian Sneasler and wait. I don't even need to attack with it. I can just wait. So there's a Darkness Energy onto the Hisuian Sneasler. And we're just going to end our turn because of how low our deck is right now. And we will grab that KO between turns on the Origin Form Palkia. Or Dialga. Ugh. So there's 2 prizes for us. And we leave Hisuian Sneasler in the active because it's a single prizer. And if they knock that out, they still need to knock out a Toxicroak. Or then they just need to... boss's orders around the Toxicroak, but it's buying us time. That's the goal right now. If they don't get Squawkabilly out of the active, we can always attach an energy and attack it and get the KO. So I'm kind of hopeful for that. Hoping they are running low on energy. That was 6 energy that just went to the graveyard, and they've got 7 out on the field. How many people are playing more than 13 energy? Apparently they are. Dialga players. That's who's playing that much energy. Holy cow. So they're up to 14 energy so far that they've used. Good news is that the Origin form Dialga can't one-hit KO us, but they do have this Zamazenta V, which just gets stronger and stronger the more prized cards we've taken, which does have me concerned. So, there's the switch. They're going to put Origin form Dialga into the active, knock out the Hisuian Sneasler. All we can do is use the Toxicroak now. That's it. That's all we can do. There is a chance. No, there's not. There's no chance. Sorry. I got excited. I was thinking that I could boss up the Zamazenta and KO it. But if we do that, it won't be KO'd until it comes into our turn. And they would have attacked us. And then it would be KO'd. Then, well, I guess maybe. That is a possibility. So let's go ahead and search the deck, right? Try to go for a boss's orders. There's a boss's orders. So we will boss up the Zamazenta. This is a bad play. This is not going to work because they can just retreat. They can just retreat into the Dialga. Yeah. 3 losses with this deck. That is so frustrating. Link Hawkins, I apologize. I wish I could play your deck better, but I just can't for some reason. I think using stage 2s to play stage 1 or stage 1s is just not a winning combination, if that makes sense. Yeah, they boss and they take the final prize. I think that part is the part I'm struggling with. The Gardevoir, the Gardevoir line is so thick in the deck, it really removes a lot of space to maneuver with, to recover Pokemon with, and that kind of stuff. But sadly, these are the matches that I recorded that have to go out because I'm trying to save time for Portland Regional. So I do apologize to the Link Hawkins, and I hope people still found these enjoyable, these matches. You learn by watching these matches, by playing these decks. You learn something about not only your playstyle, but also how people build decks. And I find it interesting is all. Yeah, thank you so much, the Link Hawkins, for building this deck for me to save me that time so I can prepare both physically with the stuff that I need to get and mentally for Portland Regionals. It's my first Regionals, and this is the Friday after the Portland Regionals. So, yeah, you guys already know how well I did. I am planning on recording one video while I'm on vacation on Wednesday, which would have already happened, for Wednesday, I should say. Just talking about my experience at the tournament. Hopefully it was good. That's all, you know. I already have thoughts about signing up for the tournament. That's a nightmare, but I'm hoping the tournament experience is still good. And, yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you like what I do here, and subscribe to the Link Hawkins. He deserves it. He sent me this deck, and I really appreciate it. And, join the Discord if you want to chat or submit your decks to me or anything like that. And until next time, keep playing Jank.